Hello, I'm still here, do not panic. Saturday the 13th of July. I left the GoPro at John and Coco's job, which is over a 4-hour return drive, so I waited until one of my workers went up there to do a job for me so we could bring it back. I have been busy down the house, not too busy though, purely because I've started a new job, got a new contract coming with a new client, so I'm working full time with them at the moment for the next couple of weeks. But what I have been doing after work, you can never get a good angle from down here, but I've tiled this side of the roof now up to that point there. Been sweltering, like doing like an 8-hour day at work and then coming here and getting up on the roof again. It's not fun, but I want to get it done because obviously the sun's really damaging over here, and I didn't want the underfelt to get UV damage, which would effectively means it becomes brittle and starts to fall apart. Bit of a better view there. Really happy, it went really well. I was actually working backwards, as in I'm working the wrong way round. You should work left to right with these interlocking tiles, whereas I've had to work right to left. So basically what I did is I did a whole row of tiles along the bottom, a whole row of tiles along the top, and then worked backwards. It's extremely risky. I didn't quite get away with it. Up to about 2/3 it was fine. When I got across at the top, it had slightly ran out just because there is a bit of tolerance in the tiles for movement. So I had to strip the last 4 rows of tiles back down and just kick it ever so slightly and just set it again. All fine, no issues. You can see looking up it's perfectly straight. So I've got it all looking nice. Because of the finish on the edge, it's really important that it all lines up. It's like a jungle. Could do with a lawnmower. But up the edge it's nice, all nice and neat, so I'm happy with that. Also I've been inside because we bought the windows the other day. I really want to get the windows fitted. I really don't like having materials of value lying around the site. You know, I grew up in England where we have a lot of thieving going on, so I'm trying to get them sorted. We bought the, I bought the sills the other day. I'll show you what they are now. It just basically closes off the top of the Poroform block. So literally it's just a aerated 25mm terracotta block. So we just literally muck that on, and then that means the window's ready to sit on and bracket, fix, foam it all into place. It's like Blue Peter here, some I did earlier. So I've got 1, 2, 3 done, and I've got 3 to go. So I'm gonna have a quick go at seeing if I can offer a window up and maybe try and fit it. I'll see how it goes. It might not be worth doing on my own, so it might be a bit awkward. Failing that, we've got this wall to continue with. So as always, let the magic happen. Right, I've just prepped ready to fit this first window. I've checked before, so this is not a first attempt. It's, you know, it would be too easy if it went in easy. Basically, because we've got this wire here, I've just done a little chase out up there to allow for it so it doesn't snag or anything. It's a little bit tight, which is good, because I'm on my own. I don't want to be too loose, it'll fall through. So what I'm going to do is offer it up, just push it into place, and then we'll see about getting it all fixed. Like, literally that was the dream situation for that one. It's holding itself tight, which means I'm safe to leave it, which means I can now do all the fixing, so I'll come back when it's all fixed in place. Right, Poroform cavity block. It's rubbish for screwing into and getting fixings, I've always found. I've done a fair bit of research, and you can drill them and then, or knock a little section out and fill them. Basically, Fisher, which are like, you know, the mutts nuts when it comes to fixings and stuff, they do this product here. So as you can imagine, you squeeze it in like that, and then it pops out, and then when you put it tight, it pulls tight. It's brilliant. So I'll see if we can get a close up of me doing it. So squeeze it in, bend that back round, and now we drill it. By drill it I meant screw it. I'll probably come back and put some bigger washers on later, but that is brilliant. I'm actually really pleased. Like some of the other times when I've been trying to get fixing in this stuff, it's been a nightmare, but those Fisher ones work really well. Right, I'll get all this sorted. It seems fairly square and stuff. I always have slight issues over here. Like you think it's all fine, you put the windows in, they don't close properly, so it's really important that to have plenty of packers to just be able to adjust it and stuff. We had it the other day, fitted the doors like I said, no worries on another job, and then go to close it, it wouldn't have it. And yet it was fine when we put it in, so I'll make sure I've got a few packers to sort any issues out. Right, less waffling, more working. Right, this window's not going to be as easy because we haven't rendered up the reveals, which means there's a lot bigger gap, which means it's going to flop around, so I'm going to have to try and hold it up in place, fix it, mark it, screw it, drill it, pop it, twist it. Normally window fitting is a two-man job for this very reason. You need someone to hold it whilst you do stuff. I've been working over here so long, getting a fixing on everything's a pain in the ass, and that's actually been a piece of piss. Right, 2 down. Getting a bit too easy. I'm a little bit worried. I don't like it when things are easy. It makes you think something's going wrong. You know, I never put it down to my professionalism and the fact that I've been doing this sort of stuff for years and years. Hell no. Hell no. Right, happy days. What a difference in windows makes. Literally, once I get that wall over there finished in the windows in, we can basically make this place secure, which would be a lot nicer, you know. I always worry every time you come down site, you're like, oh, has someone come and nick the scaffolding, has someone nicked the ladders, someone nicked this, someone nicked that. Nothing has been nicked, you know, it's quite remote where we live, but still something to stop the worrying. Right, stop waffling before I go on a waffle mission. Okay, window number 3. As it happens. Told you it was going too well. Right, that's the 3 fitted that I can fit. All went pretty well apart from that window wanting to jump and attack me. They're not bad, they're fairly cheap windows. I must admit I'm not particularly impressed with the build quality. They're alright, you know, nothing terrible, but you can tell they are, you know, not exactly perfect in some places. Some of the beading on the inside and that, the finishing isn't great and that. It's alright. You get what you pay for as always. These are a good price, so I'm happy with that. We'll cut this video short so I can upload it. So Michael, you won't get any more withdrawal symptoms. See you soon guys, bye.